These celebrities' wives don't adhere to society's beauty standards. Spoiler alert, James Bond isn't married to a Bond girl. Here are the wives of famous male celebrities who have been dubbed ugly by fans and the public opinion. Enjoy. Number 10. Pierce Brosdon and Keely Shea. Kicking off our list, we have Pierce Brosdon and his wife Keely Shea. Pierce Brosdon is easily recognizable as a former 007 star and from countless other wildly successful movies. You'd expect him to have a model or a fellow actress on his arm, but people are often surprised when they see his significant other, former TV host and journalist Keely Shea, who's certainly not the model or Bond girl fans expect. She's considered ugly because she's overweight. There's also the fact that she was slim when they met and later gained weight that irks fans. According to fans, she's so overweight that they believe Bronson is living a double life. Despite this, and even because of this, Bronson still preaches to this day of how, even after over 20 years that they've been married, they're still as attracted to each other as they share a deep bond. Deep bond aside, fans who have met her say things like, "My partner just told me that she met Pierce Brosdon yesterday. She said that his wife is ugly and fat and that she has hairy armpits." Number 9. Hugh Jackman and Deborah Lee Furness. One, let's say eloquent fan, described Hugh Jackman and Deborah Lee Furness as Hugh Jackman works with some of the most beautiful women in the world, and then he goes home to his ugly wife. Respect. So the wildly attractive and humongously talented actor Hugh Jackman is married to an actress, but not the one you'd expect. Meet Deborah Lee Furness, his 12 years elder wife. This mismatched but oddly fitting couple met back in 1995 when they were castmates. In fact, Furness was the leading lady on the TV drama Corelli. This is actually a very sweet story. It was Hugh Jackman's first acting gig, and he played his future wife's love interest. Whenever they're seen in public, especially at the beach, comments about Furness are brutal. Fans criticize both her flabby body, horrific sun-aged body, and joke about how horrible it would be to sleep with her. It's come to the point that some fans believe Jackman has to be either gay or bi to endure his marriage. Number 8. Jesse Williams and Aaron Drake Lee. Recognize this heartthrob from the hit and heartbreaking TV drama series Grey's Anatomy? Jesse Williams is famous for playing the role of the ruggedly attractive Dr. Jackson Avery. Before that, he was just an average teacher in New York. Imagine all the eye candy that was laid out on his road to fame. But the one woman who locked him down had known him from a young age, real estate agent Aaron Drake Lee. Before anyone asks Aaron how she managed to capture those mesmerizing electric blue eyes, know that the couple are divorced because Williams wanted to become the hot single guy in Hollywood. Over time, their relationship had become strained because people kept wondering why he wasn't with a hotter woman or a beautiful actress. Number 7. Clive Owen and Sarah Jane Fenton. A real-life Romeo and Juliet? Maybe not. Is it just us, or is Clive Owen getting better looking with age? His enthusiastic fans seem to think so as well. But for as much attention he's getting for being attractive, his wife is getting the opposite. To counter all Owen's best works, which include roles in Sin City, King Arthur, Closer, and Derailed, Sarah Jane Fenton is also an actress. The two met when they co-starred as Romeo and Juliet in a traveling production of the tragic tale. They tied the knot later and now have two beautiful daughters, Hannah and Eva. The hate directed towards Sarah Jane seems to be more focused on her quote-unquote dour face. But if you come at his wife, Owen snaps back. When he describes his wife, he calls Sarah Jane an absolute diamond and says their relationship is everything to him. Number 6. Aaron Johnson and Sam Taylor Johnson. One of GQ's 50 best-dressed British men has a thing for the older ladies. We wouldn't go so far as calling him a cougar hunter, but no one can deny the glaring age difference between the kick-ass and Quicksilver star and his wife, Sam Taylor Johnson, who's 23 years his senior. This is where the ugly part comes in. She's been called a sick old hag and predatory by fans who wish she could croak away. When seen in public and on the red carpet, the couple is often mistaken for a mother and son. When they met, Sam Taylor Johnson already had older children from a previous marriage. Now, after tying the knot in 2012, the two share 2 children together. Number 5. Paul Rudd and Julie Yeager. The secret to Paul Rudd's immortal good looks is that he doesn't care about his good looks. Fans see that clearly now with his wife. So whether you loved seeing Paul Rudd in his breakout role in Clueless or from his iconic role in Ant-Man and the Marvel Universe, you have to admit Paul Rudd looks like he's barely aged. A large part of that is because of the lifestyle he indulges in, including one that's completely off Hollywood. He's notoriously private when it comes to his plain Jane publicist wife. Their privacy have protected them from the worst of the hate, but unattractive and ugly comments still roll their way. Number 4. John Legend and Chrissy Teigen. Next up we have John Legend and Chrissy Teigen. Fans may have loved the singer and his wife in the All of Me video, but that's where the compliments stop. All Teigen needs to do is post a video in a bodysuit or swimsuit for both men and women to jump on the ugly wagon, making fun of her curves and, well, everything. There's one iconic photo of Chrissy holding up their son Miles and John looking down very disappointedly at her body. And how could we not mention her infamous ugly crying face when John was winning an award? Fans think Chrissy is an attention seeker and she destroyed herself with plastic surgery. Number 3. Tony Goldwyn and Michelle Muskie. Is this why he always takes his daughters to events? Having Kerry Washington on your arm may have set the bar too high for Scandal's fictional U.S. president, Fitzgerald Grant III. In real life, he's married to production designer Jane Michelle Muskie and has 2 daughters with her. When out in public, you probably won't recognize Goldwyn and Muskie as a couple. Scandal fans who dig up Tony Goldwyn's personal life couldn't believe what they were seeing. One tweeted, "Google's Tony Goldwyn's wife. 2 expectations versus 1 reality." Another fan commented on a forum, "I know his wife is 6 years older than him, but she looks like his mother. Looks like she borrowed her shirt from Monique's Moesha wardrobe." Number 2. Omari Hardwick and Jennifer Fauch. Coming in at number 2 is Omari Hardwick's wife, Jennifer Fauch. Maybe people are too used to seeing Omari's romantic on-screen endeavors as Ghost with Angela and Tasha, so they're shocked when they see his real-life wife, Jennifer Fauch. They're so shocked that they believe she's transgender and resembles Steve Nash. They've also mocked her for looking like Gary Oldman from The Fifth Element. Unfortunately, when you get married to a Hollywood star in a show that attracts an extremely dedicated fan base, you're vulnerable to getting hate. And Fauch has faced tons. Fans often take to discrediting Omari's wife and marriage on social media, flooding even the heartfelt posts with racist remarks. But guess what? Omari Hardwick is nearly as intimidating as his character. He quickly comes to the defense of the love of his life. Next time someone tries to hate on Jennifer Fauch, either for her unconventional looks or whatever excuse they can find, just remember that she's the one to push Omari into taking the lead role in Power. Number 1. David Beckham and Victoria Beckham. We've saved our most controversial couple for last. At number 1 is the thick and thin couple, David and Victoria Beckham. Are they still together for love or for their brand? We'll find out. Long before Victoria married football star David Beckham, she was a world-famous pop starlet as Posh Spice from the pop group Spice Girls. You can guess why. Victoria is notoriously unsmiling whenever she's photographed. But that's not the only reason why she gets a lot of hate, and why some people go as far as calling her ugly. It's because of her weight. No matter what she does, Victoria Beckham has always had people comment on her weight. When she was young, she was once called a fat puppy by her mother. Maybe that's what made her lose so much weight later on, and why she suffered from low self-esteem issues. Suffering from severe acne for the majority of her life didn't help either. Now, most and nearly all the hate she gets can be attributed to her too thin physique. She's been described as anorexic, bulimic, a stick figure, and everything under the sun. One person even creatively said it must hurt to sleep with her due to how thin she is. Other people also mentioned that David Beckham is only with her to keep their business empire successful, despite having 4 children with her and being married for 20+ years. It must be tough to be in her shoes. And that's a wrap for today's video. Do you really agree with why people hate these celebrities' wives? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications.